I used to listen to this album all the time in high school. Love it.
I can't even believe you went to high school.
I didn't go a lot of the times because they weren't be checking a lot in Birmingham, Alabama, in the late '80s. You know what I mean?
Well, did you graduate?
Oh yeah.
What year?
But man, I got a funny story to that. But yeah, I graduated in '91. And then well, I was supposed to graduate in '90, but I got held back a year in 8th grade because I didn't have to. Because I didn't go to school.
Well,
Because he didn't make you go to school, goddamn.
Well, they didn't have the truancy people and shit like that.
Really, it was real easy. And back in the '80s, you had serial killers rampant. You had kids skipping school. It was great.
It was good times. And actual real Halloweens.
And we did, we just
we didn't get killed.
I was born in '74, so the real early memories of how rustic the Halloweens were before, of just carving a circle with a pumpkin,
and just going to town.
That was porno.
Yeah. Last night was Halloween, 2020, COVID. Weird as shit. There was a few places y'all played a show in your band, West End Motel. Mm-hmm. You're saying. It was weird to me. Last couple of years, I got a young niece. I would do trick or treating with her and shit like that, and I was already complaining about, this is horrible. This is horrible. And then what happened this year? I didn't even see hardly. I think maybe 4 sets of kids come through my neighborhood. It's ruined it for them. They don't have a clue what. Wow.
My fucking wife was dressed like Frida Kahlo, and some motherfuckers walked up her and said they loved the movie Coco.
Wow.
Well, that's if people don't have a sense of pop culture anymore.
It's very true. Very true.
It's just pathetic. But that's Donald Trump for you.
Yeah. Well.
Well, you hold on to your butts. We got a couple days, and we're about to really see a show.
What an exciting time we live in! In the next couple of hours.
That's what we.
Yeah, just not like our. I'm not saying our lives are exciting or anything, but I'm just saying in the next couple of days, it's gonna be media exciting.
We're getting work off at different jobs, like the movie industry. They're, at least with the show I'm on right now, is giving their whole production Tuesday off for voting. And I was like, shit, you ought to give these motherfuckers Wednesday off to recuperate.
Yeah.
I voted.
Well, because we've been living in a vacuum for 4 years.
Regardless of what happens, whatever way it falls.
I didn't vote yet.
Yeah, I've already voted, but I'm just saying. My joke is Wednesday is going to be the fallout. That's when everybody needs to be out.
Yeah, I don't even know, man. Wow, it's been a twilight zone.
Old, what's his face? Gosh, we don't make it.
We've been trying to just stay busy.
Residential sphincter.
We can't say too much about it, but Brent and I, we were just talking. We had a little project that went on during the pandemic. We'll be hearing about that soon enough, but and other things coming that'll be hearing about soon enough. But
we can't say the name of it.
No, not yet. I talked to other hands today, and they said, "Hold tight, it's coming really soon."
Brent, keep
it really soon.
Keep it incog. Keep it incog for now.
I'm cupping this beer right now.
It's coming really soon. That's what the
awesome.
heads of state, if you will, told me today. So
podcasts are so incog.
But you guys have been staying pretty busy anyway. Cooking shows and things like that.
Who knew Vaseline was a good sauce?
Obviously, you knew.
Well, I trial and error.
Well, who knew that vinyl LPs were good Dorito chips?
Yeah, true. That is true.
I did not know that. Is that Rap Snack?
It's gonna be now a new Rap Snack. We were seeing them before you got some, right?
I got some Rap Snacks.
Got some Cardi B's.
They're real
right there.
good for you. They taste good. They're good. Nutritious.
The bodega across the street from the studio here, they have all you need. Do you ever go to that bodega across the street?
Talking about
Jay's? Yeah, Jay's.
That's a nice place. I love Jay's.
Jay's got all the Rap Snack.
Fresh bananas.
It's weirdly enough they keep fresh milk and cheese.
Aloe plants for sale in the fucking. Did you see that?
They have aloe plants?
Aloe, big, nice, beautiful aloe plants for sale.
I seen first
Right out
generation iPhone chargers still for sale.
It's very eclectic.
Oh, it's vintage. Yeah.
It's super
Sun bleached, been
eclectic
sitting in the
over
window for God knows how long.
Jay's super nice. He's the only guy I trust with a ponytail and flip flop.
Okay. You care to elaborate on that?
I mean, he's a little Indian guy, I suppose. He's from India. I don't know. I don't really know him that well, but he runs Jay's Mart across the street over here. He has a particular style he dresses in, and him and his wife are just adorable. Honestly.
They're always nice to me. Every time I'm in there, they're kicking somebody out. It's never me.
I've never seen this side of people talking about Jay's getting a blowjob, Jay's getting someone out. I've never just been Jason and his wife was like,
Jay's just always like, hey, good coming
Ag
in.
chomp was burning, fuck people gambling, cigarettes. I'm buying Miller.
Pumping them machines, raising hell. But see, when you see him Flintstone a motherfucker, pick him
was
up.
a guy last
sit
night.
out front of the fucking place.
Snatch him
There
up.
was a guy dressed as Barney, not Barney Rubble, but Fred Flintstone last night.
Yep.
Just alone. It just looks so weird. It's weird to see just one Flintstone hanging
No
out by
Wilma,
himself.
no Betty, no
but no other
Barney.
Flintstone. Like what time capsule was that Halloween man in?
That's just the saddest thing I've ever heard, though.
It was Steve McPete's best friend from high school, and they used to play in a band called Deep Penetration. Yeah.
DP.
My first
Penetration,
band name was
opening
Shattered
for
Glass
double
when I
penetration.
was,
Yeah. DP for
11.
DP.
My first band name, and we never actually played a gig, but we were going to be called Clang. And I told
Clang.
That's
like
Clang.
fast.
Clang.
Clang.
And I told my cousin, I was like, yo, yeah, I got a band, because he had a band. And we're called Clang. And he's like, yeah, I bet that's what y'all sound like.
Hey, that's southern as fuck. Clang.
Yeah. Well, so who y'all?
It sounds like dang-a-lang. It's called clang.
We Clang-a-lang, baby.
My first
It's
band.
erotic music, goddamn, called clang.
Could you imagine the chant for that? Clang.
The clang-a-lang.
Clang.
Dang, dang.
Clang.
Oh, we smell that sweet poon-tang.
Y'all calm that damn Clang shit down.
Hey, man, all you had, if it said tang, it'd be fine.
Tang.
All you had to do is name it Tang.
Tang.
And astronauts and perverts would love it.
Tang.
So now we're back.
That's a double dip market right there.
That's a
double
poontang?
dip.
You got all the
Little
worst.
touch.
I mean, the best. So you're meet in the middle. The X-Men.
My first band's name was Chaos, junior high. With a K.
David
With a
Hunter
K.
here. He called, like we're setting the show up here at the Earl and Argosy in the parking lot. And he's like, "Yeah, his first band's gonna be this," and I'm like, "Well, we're just we've known each other forever." And I never even knew he was in a band. Honestly, he's like kind of a business dude,
Right.
And then we went to the fucking Def Leppard concert, dude. And he was in the front row, and he was more wasted than Jesus was his baptism.
I thought I could walk on water.
At a Leonard Skinner concert in the back row.
Just
And
hammered.
he was just at the lawn. He was in the lawn.
Yeah.
Man,
I
the
pulled
dude
an
was playing a
asthma.
didgeridoo. So fucked up.
I pulled an ass muscle that night.
Oh, we've all been there. Where was that at? What?
But
Lakewood?
anyhow, he was singing like an angel.
That's right.
The approval of
Yeah. I sang in his
Elliott
ear.
Michaels
Sang it
or
in his
whatever
ear.
singer's name was.
Might as well cut your fucking arm off. It was so beautiful.
Joel Elliott, singer.
Yeah, something like that.
Hey, your right leg or left leg turned into an air guitar that night too. So, don't
Dude,
worry about shit.
I jumped up in the air so high that I hit my wife in the ass with my boot. And she was like, man,
Kicked her ass.
it was one of them
Last
moments.
time I seen the Def, I got blackout drunk. I did.
We were not blackout
No.
drunk. I'm telling you, I remember every moment, dude. You know what?
they
I'm
just got
46 years old, and I have a perfect way of not getting. I do not get blacked out drunk anymore, and it just hasn't happened to me
It's
since I
here.
was in my 30s.
It's official, folks. Brent's not getting blackout drunk anymore. You've heard it here first.
That's right, Sid, and I mean it, and I'm being serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, there's a camera. I didn't know that, but because it's just no sense in it. I mean, where's the fun in that? Honestly,
There's not. Like I say, during the whole breakdown, I don't think I've been drunk maybe 3-4 times, period.
And those times were with me.
They were. They actually were.
Brent actually has the absolute.
And I paid for it. That's the problem.
Good time, man. We were filming that movie together. It was fun.
This guy holds on to bribery material. He's got a photo of me, blacked out drunk. That is the worst photo that I've ever seen, and he secretly took it of me when I was blacked out in some VIP area when we were over in East Village or whatever. And he waited and he held on to it for a while. And then he just decided to send it to me one day. And I'm like, you
At the damn
motherfucker.
Flatiron.
It's the worst
Bullies.
picture ever, dude.
He fell asleep at the Flatiron like this.
Yeah.
And I took a picture of him and put it on Instagram. I mean, whatever.
Fucking bullies, though. Speak. Do you know?
deserve
Does
it.
he know Renee? Do you
My
know
eyes were
Renee by
popped.
chance?
Renee?
Renee Arriagata?
No, I do not.
That's bully.
I know who that is.
He's such a bully. I just found out a story of him.
Renee's the one that
similar.
posted it, actually.
He probably is. I just can't say no names because they're big time people. You know, he's working his way up in the movie industry now, doing cool stuff. Another one of our friends had a big time director pull him aside and say, "Look, man, I love Renee, but he's got to stop fucking with me, man. I can't tell the truth of when he's fucking with me or when he's not or anything with me. It's really starting to bother me and I don't know how to take him anymore."
Is it good? Or
Actually, Brent
bad?
does that to me.
No, it's good, but it's fucking hilarious that this director of this status is like, Renee's bullying this motherfucker now. He
Yeah.
bullies
I think
everybody.
that's great. I mean,
Oh,
like,
it's hilarious.
you know, that's an old punk rock friend, Renee, man.
And are you surprised?
I mean, no, not really. I mean, he's just really, you know, just really like he's just when he comes into an area, you got his thing.
When
to
he
do.
love the deal with
Best
him,
thing to do, he's gonna
when
do it.
Renee loves you,
gonna do it
he's
well.
going to bully the shit out of you. That's just it's a mean thing, but it's the way it is. He gives his friends the hardest time, and some people say, I don't know if Renee likes me or not because he doesn't really talk to me or do anything. Well, no, then he doesn't like you. Well, I don't know if Renee likes me or not because he's always just talking shit to me and being real mean and pranking me and stuff. No, he loves you.
Right.
If he's taking the time to prank you and actually even fuck with you, he loves you. But
Yeah.
you bullies, though.
Yeah, I want.
So that's what it is.
I mean, I could handle that kind of shit. You know? All that like road pranking type.
Are you the
shit.
guy on the road that's pranking?
No, not really, honestly. But I can handle it. I can dish it out. But I don't dish it out. But when people our camper doesn't really do that.
It's not really us thing.
Yeah.
We got some old fucking bifocal wearing motherfuckers laptops.
Calm down, looking at.
I'm like in the back lounge with my fucking socks and weed or whatever.
Like I'm watching reruns of fucking Mama's House.
Watching reruns of Reraj.
Reruns of Rerun.
Yeah.
No, you know, it was a Reraj from Rerun.
Yeah. It's a rerun.
I figured I'd take you as an all in the family.
Raj. Remember Raj? Remember Raj from Rerun?
No.
You remember the show Rerun?
I remember the show Rerun, but that's like
The guy's name was Raj, the big fat guy who wore a red beret.
What was
Yep.
it?
Or khaki
Rerun,
pants.
was that with
He was like,
Dynamite?
my name's Raj. I come from the
No, that's not the same one.
Dynamite?
Yeah.
No, that's
That's,
that. You know who that is? That is not
JJ,
Raj.
JJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
JJ. That's
Good
JJ
times.
from
Good
Good
times. That's
Dynamite.
Dynamite.
Right. Yeah, man. It's not fucking Raj.
Well, man, give me a break, dude.
Give me a break had Nell Carter from Alabama. She sucked up the fish in the goddamn with the.
Sucked
with
the
the
who?
She accidentally sucked up the goldfish with the vacuum
Oh,
cleaner
right.
in the headline.
I'm not on that one.
Well, I was born in '74 or something. You know what I mean?
She pulled a fish called Wanda.
I've seen more TV than you have.
You got me on about. You got about 9 more years of the tube.
Tubes. 9 months is how I incubate my babies.
Yours too.
9 years of the tube.
Some say that it's not fully needed, but you know, if you want to be done in the center,
Right, right.
you might want to go to full 9.
Pittsburgh Rare.
I like to stuff it.
You ain't never stuffed one day in your life,
Well, some
and
way,
nobody ever
one
accused
day
you
I
of it,
will.
and now
One
you're
day.
over here claiming it like it's supposed
I
to be your
will
new
one day
nickname.
get me a stuffed roast chicken. It will be delicious.
Speaking
Speaking
of-
even on Thanksgiving either. It'll be on Monday of September.
Speaking of roast beef and chicken and cooking and stuff,
I don't even
we was talking the other day about cooking and what we gonna cook.
Let's cook some roast chicken in September.
Well, that's gonna be a long time, and I'm gonna have to eat something before then. That's another year away, brother.
Shit. Oh hell, I got some old. Because everyone lost their power. My next door neighbor had a deep freeze. I would cook whatever you want.
Well, sounds like you got a bunch of spoiled fucking meat. If your
Yeah,
neighbor
I
lost
mean,
power, what the fuck? What are you?
No, I already,
what are you saying?
We got it. We salvaged it and we already cooked it up. We're just waiting for mouths to come nibbling it down. Now, come on now.
Oh, okay, I see now.
I cook the best chicken.
Yeah, we cooked all that frozen up meat.
I went to Highland Tap last night and got a 32-ounce tomahawk, fucking bone-in, goddamn ribeye.
Really?
My pit bull loves those bones.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, when you get through it, me and my girlfriend will split one of those fuckers, and then
David said he's not going to have a girlfriend anymore. He said he's just going to have because he's being very polyamorous. I think now.
Oh,
well, you got to try new things and be open-minded.
what's the dog think about this? The pit bull?
Oh shit! Yeah.
He has no gods, no masters.
I'd have to ask him. To be honest.
He probably doesn't give a shit as long as you keep bringing him fucking bones.
Yeah, if I bring him tomahawk, and then he eats all the meat off the thing too. He's just in heaven. He's over there just for hours. And then,
Is your dog's name Tomahawk?
no, Dune.
Dune?
Yeah, Dune. I did not name him. My girlfriend did.
Man, I love Dune.
That movie is amazing.
I love your dog.
He's great.
See the
I love
pit
all
bull?
dogs. I don't even need to meet him. I'm pretty sure I'll be as good.
Well, it's technically my girlfriend's dog, but
Oh, fuck. This
Yeah.
just took a fucking left turn. So,
Hey, I thought you didn't have a girlfriend. You're polyamorous.
now you're going to lose the dog, though, bro.
no, he needs his dad too. But and she calls me his dad as well. So I've adopted.
You get weekend fucking rights. Weekend visits at least.
Weekend
He's a tight rash.
weekends and every other Wednesday or something like. No, every other weekend and Wednesdays. That's it.
Actually,
Said Howell. Let me tell you, my friend, I love that dog. I love that dog so much. It's one of the only things that really keeps me on the program.
Yeah,
That dog.
Yeah, it's turning out to be a good buddy.
Yes, sir.
yeah.
It was sweet as hell when it was there. I got a little closer.
That dog gets me, and that dog understands me, and that dog appreciates me.
Well, that's all you want from a pooch is when you come home and they just don't.
Man, she's got so much
shit.
smooch in that pooch, man. She's supposed to kiss all the
There's
time.
so much smooch in
the
that
pooch.
pooch.
Dude, that's a great name for a band.
Smoochy Boochies.
Or maybe the name of an album.
Boochies, baby.
Smooch in the
Smooch
Pooch.
in that pooch. No, I've been dogging out. We had a scare with my dog. I don't know exactly how old she was. I got her on tour, boxer. I rescued her from a frat house we were playing.
No shit.
We're fucking playing the show, and I look over, getting close, like settling out with the main brother of the frat, and it's like everything's great, cool. I'm gonna take that boxer over there, puppy. And he's like, "What do you want?" And they had dogs running around. I look over, and one of the other, she's laying on her back, and one of the brothers is pouring syrup on her fucking head. She's just she's in heaven, loving it. And I was just like, this is not a good place for that. I've always had boxers, so
Yeah, I love
that's how I rescued her. But she was a year or so there.
Syrup.
She was in fucking heaven. But now she's like 13 or 14 now, and she's fucking fat, and she
got
can't hear.
diabetes from the
She's
syrup.
probably got diabetes, for sure. She sounds like she just.
He ate way too much syrup.
There was this band from Tallahassee, Florida called Syrup when we were growing up, and we used to play a bunch of gigs with them. Mastodon did, and they had this song called "Sex is Swimming." Oh, that's where I wanna go. It's a risky whiskey. He would be like, it's a whiskey rock and roll party, and then the next verse is like, it's a risky rock and roll party.
Oh, I see what he
Very
did there.
controversial.
I love.
Controversial.
I love the little stories, things like that you retain from the old school touring days.
I just remember these guys so hardcore. They went on tour to Nashville Pussy and whatever. I mean, you did something back in
There
the
was a
90s.
band, we were
You did something
touring
back in the 90s, man. You did something. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, fuck. It
There
was
was a
like,
band,
it was like
we were-
more than doing it now.
There was a band we were following the circuit on and kept seeing different stickers for them and different flyers. We would be just before them or just after them, and the band was King Shit. Do you remember them? But their stickers that they would leave at places would say, we would see the flyers like, oh, King Shit's coming. Oh, we kept seeing them. And then after they would come, we would see a sticker on a monitor or whatever, and it would say, King Shit shat here.
Love it.
That's the best part.
There was this band back in the day called Shat, and it was the guys from Dillinger Escape. And their friend, the guy Jeff that they grew. And they wore dildos on the top of their bicycle helmets when they played. And we Mastodon would take them out. Well, we would go on tour with Dillinger Escape Plan all the time back in the day. And then here comes Shat all of a sudden. Like, you know, like, you think you're going to watch Dillinger, but nope, here comes Shat. Like, dudes would run out with fucking dildos on their bicycle helmets. And they would like, come out just naked as Jay Bird. Fuck the Red Hot Chili Peppers, you know? But anyways, come out there just naked in hell, and then just play their shitty music, but just say whatever, just like really just shit, just like
it's crazy.
It was just
rock.
crazy, and like. I just did it because they were friends with the guys or whatever, and the guys were like really roadies or whatever.
It doesn't matter if your band's name's Shat and you roll out with dildos on your head.
Classic, bro. They wore diapers.
You're sending a mixed message there for sure.
No, that was the thing. They wore diapers. All of them did, and they shat in them while they were playing.
Oh, so they actually did. Oh.
But they never made it to the status that they could throw the diapers in the audience.
Yeah, that's very unsanitary.
What are you waiting on?
Well, no, they didn't. They didn't. You know. And like I said,
so nobody got shat on.
Gigi Allen didn't wait to know for status.
I was on tour with them, so I got in their psyche really, and I understood their frame of direction. They're like, you know, we don't ever throw our shit in the audience. I was like, that's cool. You wait until like they really want it.
No, they need to fucking be a little bit more like Blackie Lawless right here and start chunking it. Start fucking throwing some meat into the audience.
Blackie Lawless and Shat need their own cereal.
All you think I've ever heard.
Halloween cereal.
That did not just happen. Jesus Lord.
Blackies, Shatties.
Shattles. Shatbuckles.
Little shackles. Well, man, I don't know what they call them, but I would buy that.
Black shats.
I just peed everywhere.
I almost peed
marketing
too.
Genius. That's better.
Yeah. Oh.
Shatbuckles.
But speaking of
Case of the
Dillinger,
Shatbuckles.
speaking of Dillinger, though, me and Matt were just listening to it right when he came in. Fucking Killer Be Killed's new stuff. Troy, Dillinger.
Yeah, I just saw Troy in the parking lot when we got
That's what I thought I was seeing pulling in.
He was trying. He was over there shuffling around like a silverback gorilla, and I said, "Troy, what you doing, boy?"
Over in the corner in the fucking circle, in the damn shadows, the arm swinging.
And he's real peculiar, and you know. And I said, "Troy, what you talking about?" Troy. And he didn't emerge, you know, from his black truck or whatever. He's just like hiding behind it like a fucking militant or something.
I don't really. Oh my.
No. He had been spotted. It was official, and I thought Troy, you know, that's my comrade. So it's no big. But we always did see. Here we are, 5 years later, still playing them games. You know, Troy, he hides.
Hear me.
So you digging on that Killer Be Killed shit though?
He just got in from Florida.
Have you been listening to any of that new Killer Be Killed?
Yeah, you know what I did, and you know what?
It's fucking
my favorite
slamming.
part is when Greg threw his guitar into the amp. More people need to play that lick.
More kick in the monitor, please, and a little bit more of this.
Yeah, like
Have you ever chunked your shit into a backline on stage at one of these festivals or anything? You ever destroyed a backline at a festival?
Well, I mean, I always owned my shit, so I just do whatever I want to it. You know what I mean?
You don't always own. I'm sure you've played festivals where a backline's been provided for you.
Well, I mean, percentage-wise, we rarely play shows we have rented backline.
Really?
Yeah.
Man,
because we will have already be engaged on a
On
tour.
a tour, and you already got a trailer full of shit ready to go.
Yeah.
Bear with you.
So it's really, honestly, Sid, it's.
Well, it makes sense if you're on tour, like you're on a European tour, bouncing around. But over there, say that. If you're on a European tour, do y'all just rent over there and then take your own?
We own our own backline over there.
Oh, it's just over there. Wait until you come over there.
And then we subsidize all that stuff while we're not using it.
Somebody else is using it or whatever.
Yeah.
That makes total fucking sense.
Yeah, we've been in the game for about.
Let's say your first trip around the fucking old.
So how we have it formatted out
rodeo
is like it has been literally within the first 3 years of the organization.
Huh.
Sick.
Well, that's good fucking management.
You know what I mean? Like
right off the top.
That's like no, that was no management. That's us boys managing ourselves. We immediately got a manager coming out of Nijmegen, Holland. Ram was his name, and he would primarily place us in Holland and London and in the UK, and never went to Ireland. Always the UK and never Ireland though. I'm Irish, so I always want to go there, but never did. Like 2000, 2001, 2003, 2004, all through the early 2000s, I was managed by this guy out of Nijmegen, Holland. And we would literally go shopping for amps in little boats in the canals. It was so romantic, and our lives back then were so different, you know.
Well, just
like it was really
early 2000s.
It was very. Our lives were so boutique in a way that we would we had this manager in this tiny town in Holland, and we would it was before Delta. We would find Pan Am and shit, you know, whatever the affiliate of that was, Lufthansa and all this stuff, you know. So everything was just the format was completely different in the beginning, but it was always smart from the get go because Bill Kelleher and was always a person that was like, no, we have to do this right away. We do this right away, you know, and then you kind of grow on the decision. If you're building like a sturdy anything, you want to build it to last.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So we're really grateful to have the Billy boy, Uncle Tio, man. He's the best, man. He's super, just knowledgeable, patient. You know,
nice,
unpredictable, sober. You know, and you need this shit to make an organization fly.
Are you telling me, man? If I didn't have Matt keeping my ass straight half the time and all the other boys keep helping you need a team. You need a team, and everybody's got their place. Everybody fits.
No.
So shifting gears, just fucking more shit to bullshit and talk about on the new album, the Atlanta song
forever,
with
man.
Gibby.
Oh yeah.
How did that come off?
No, we didn't put that song out in 2014, boy.
Was it?
Sitting in the hopper.
Well, either way, how did all that come together?
Their 7th album that the song was on, but it wasn't actually on any song because me and Gibby, we actually did it on Halloween again. I've done this maybe 4 or 5 times. I did one time with Billy Gibbons on Halloween. I did this also with Gibby Haynes on Halloween to release a song. So the song was released last night. Last night was supposed to be released a song that West End Motel had been working on, but you know we didn't have our shit together because we had that show to kind of coordinate, whatever. But yeah, man, the Atlanta thing, we played all tomorrow's parties. The Melvins and Phantomos Mike Patton had curated this event in London called All Tomorrow's Parties, and Mastodon was to be one of the primary bands that were going to be playing in desirable slots, you know. So we're going to play. It's a weekend. We're going to play Thursday till Monday. We're going to play it's almost like Masquerade in a way. You're going to play this huge hotel. You're going to play down here. You're going to play over here. And so we play all the gigs, and some of them. In the whole entire time, Bill's in the hospital with pancreatitis.
I remember that.
So Mastodon is a 3-piece band at this time, and 3-piece chicken dinner is what we called it. And we all we did was just took all, we were 4-piece band, 4 stacks here, 4 stacks here. I just, for the first time in my life, had 8 stacks, man. It was like the coolest thing ever. I just loved it so much, honestly. I just really had a good time with that. And at the time, I was really dynamically hyper focused on my playing and I'm
sure you had to be when now it's all on your ass.
Yeah,
You better be.
And Bill had really taught us all a lesson from his overindulgence, and so we had all taken abstinence from all that madness. We had all taken just complete 1,000 million fucking steps back from all that alcohol and shit,
Right.
I saw you the next day after the Rochester show when Bill stayed back, and
Yeah, we had to cancel that night.
yeah, we met at the Royal Oak show in Michigan, and you had to train that guitar, one of the guitar players that was warming up for you on the bus.
We called him Puss in Boots. His name was Aaron. What's his last name? Aaron something, but we called him Puss in Boots because he wore boots and he tucked his damn pants into them. Oh, Puss in Boots over here.
Oh, fucking.
The boys coming over here to play
Jack
guitar.
Sparrow.
Everybody watch out, give him some water. The cat. Give him some beer.
Yeah, you had to train that guy on the bus overnight before that show. No, it was Grand Rapids. Sorry, it wasn't Royal Oak. It was Grand Rapids. Yeah, the Orbit Room at Grand Rapids. That's where it was. You're like,
So, needless to say, Mastodon had been crippled, and having those live performances and having this reputation of how awesome we were at the time, and then showing up and not living up to those expectations to the audience or whatever it didn't really take a toll on me because I was young and drunk and high on acid or something, But I remember not fucking any of that shit up and being really just hyper dynamically badass at those years in my life, because I had to replace Bill.
Right.
And I had figured out, and I went from a 6-string guitar to a 12-string, actually it was a 9-string guitar. So I could have the top 3 strings be just singular strings. I could get really dynamic on that.
Right.
And then all the lead shit would just be like doubled like it was. And I'd taken the 2 strings and I'd tuned them into a 3rd and a 9th and a 7th.
Oh, fucking A.
And so, and that was something that I had personally taken onto myself. Say, look, I'm going to do this, and I think it'll help.
Well, they would. That's really cool that you would think that far ahead and dealing with that and going to be one guitar player filling the shoes of
Well, it was all
him
really
and still having
on the spot. We just had some really just honestly, we had some sponsors like out of nowhere. Kurt from Converge just got in touch with me and said, "Man, these guys from First Act, they love you and they want to make a guitar for you." And I was like, "What?" And this has never happened before because it's like, it's like
Well, yeah, well, did
a couple of years into our band, whatever.
Right.
And then so I'm like, man, that's crazy. So, anyways, those guitars that guy ended up making, John McGuire was his name, great guy, still friends with him and stuff. But he ended up. I still have those guitars. I still play them to this day because I really love them, and they're so sought after. There's a guy in Canada, and he's formed a whole entire company called Woodbine. My name's William Brent. Is Woodbine. So he's doing like this significant thing with me only.
Right.
Because he's a really smart kid out of Canada, and he's got access to the CNC machine in his woodshop at his college. And he's just a little sneaky bastard, So he's going in there with his guitars, like on kind of like very on the fucking DL.
DLs, yeah.
So
I like the hustle.
So we got little fucking like conglomerates of little fucking like naysayers coming together like that. So that really warms my heart to see people like just doing things against the grain for someone that
No, that was. I remember the First Act thing when that happened. That was so weird because it was you, a couple of cats from Skeleton Witch, and people. Because I only knew First Act as a Walmart guitar.
Well, it was
a really
they
cheap
were
brand.
Walmart
And
Sears actually, and they took after Silvertone.
Yeah, exactly.
And this
Exactly.
is why
That's
they're
what I knew.
sought after. Is because Me personally, I own old. Down in that studio in the basement down there is nothing but old '60s Silverstone.
Well, Paul Stanley was rocking Silverstone back in.
Well, I mean, if you want a raw connection, you want the earliest of the amps built because there was not much buffering in the way of connection. You know, you got equipment that's DI almost. It's almost like it's almost like a director and then the distortion, and it actually was, you know, but and there's almost like a public announcement like thing, you know, it's like PA, it's just playing guitar. Really no breakup, no preamp or anything, but then, you know, of course you get this amps, nerds everywhere, and they start playing with the heat. Actually, is what they play with, the heat of the intake of the wattage, you know, so
right.
That'll burn filaments of this, make you sound this way, and so. But, and not sure how we got in that pigeonhole, but, you know, I just remember being really excited those first Act guys were even interested. And Kurt, you know, being one of my favorite guitar players of all time from Converge, legendary, I was just enamored, you know, and but anyway, so those guitars have lasted. They're like plaque on your goddamn teeth. They ain't going away, and they're good guitars, and plaque ain't good, and they're not that great. Guitars, man. But I mean, they get the job done. They're sharp.
Just don't go that deep on that analogy. I liked it at first, but the deeper you went, it started doing this.
I get warm. Man, the strawberry fruit juice they used to put in my smoke hole.
We don't do that no more.
It just kicked in.
that wasn't what that was. I'll tell you later. Yeah.
Smoke hole?
You'll like it. Oh, dude, yeah, this little. Yeah, there it is. Like little Aladdin.
Oh, yeah.
Little fucking.
Smoke hole.
You rub that little fucking lamp right there, and a genie will come out. And his name's Chong. He's a fucking slow genie. Well, shit, with the genie already rubbing on us pretty hard, we've been going for a minute, and shit, I think we'll wrap it on up. Any
Fucking Aladdin, dude.
Fucking Aladdin, that's for goddamn sure. I'm really looking forward to here in the next couple of weeks releasing the things that we've been working on in the shadows. People are going to be really stoked.
Hey, what kind of? I want you. So yeah, I'm super excited. You know why I'm excited? You know why I'm excited? Sid is, well, one is to just, you know, I like cinema a lot, you know, so I like to see it.
Sweet.
It's fun, you know. But anyhow, my music, I want to see the Fiend guys. And Fiend hasn't been featured in anything in a very long time. And my Fiend Without a Face band will be in this movie that me and Sid have been working on. So I'm super excited about a little bit of that music getting out there to the public.
They gonna love it. We gonna love it. Everybody stick around. Be sure subscribe, like, do all that good shit.
Liz Bike.
Power to the people. Rock and roll.
Positive power.
Absolutely.
That's it.
That was on it, man. I was called that. Yeah, it was